Good evening, and welcome to Corporate TV, your trusted source for the real stories behind the headlines. I'm Mary, reporting from New York. Tonight, we dive into a high-profile saga at the crossroads of celebrity, power, and justice, involving none other than 50 Cent, Sean Diddy Combs, and former President Donald J. Trump. Let's rewind. On July 2nd, a federal jury in the Southern District of New York found Sean Diddy Combs guilty on lesser charges related to the transportation of individuals for prostitution, but not guilty on the more explosive allegations of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. This decision came after a jaw-dropping, 8-week-long trial, packed with disturbing testimony and wild accusations that painted a darker picture of the once-celebrated music mogul. Prosecutors pushed hard to establish a pattern of abuse and trafficking over several years, but jurors were ultimately unconvinced of the most serious allegations. Despite the partial acquittal, Combs remains behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. Combs' legal team had hoped the acquittals would be enough to secure his release on bond, but prosecutors argued otherwise, citing both flight risk and public safety concerns. The $50 million bond request? Denied. And let's not forget, that's not just a symbolic figure. Diddy still commands enormous financial resources, networks, and influence. Federal prosecutors say that makes him dangerous and unpredictable, even with just the lesser charge now sticking. Now here's where things get stranger. According to insiders, former President Donald Trump had been considering a pardon for Combs. Yes, you heard that right. A potential presidential pardon for a man convicted in federal court of sex-related crimes. Why? Well, several reasons. First, Trump and Combs go way back. Friendly encounters in the early 2000s, appearances at the same events, mutual celebrity circles. But that friendship soured when Diddy became openly critical of Trump during his presidency. Then came a sit-down with Newsmax, where Trump delivered a classic mixed message. On one hand, he called Diddy sort of half-innocent. On the other, he made it personal, saying, quote, "You said very nasty things. It's hard." That response may sound petty, but in Trump's world, loyalty is currency. And Diddy, it seems, cashed out at the wrong time. If there's one person who's absolutely delighted by Trump's decision not to pardon Diddy, it's Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. The rapper-turned-business mogul, and longtime Diddy rival, wasted no time jumping on social media, posting a smug AI-generated image. 50 Cent mocked. "Can you believe he thought he was getting pardoned? No sir, you are not. You said very nasty things." A clear jab not just at Diddy, but possibly at the very idea of celebrity justice. This isn't the first time 50 has taken aim at Diddy. In fact, he's been vocal about not wanting Trump to pardon him, even saying he'd try to talk the former president out of it if he could. But the tension goes deeper. For 50, this isn't just rivalry, it's about principle, perception, and legacy. He's built an empire on calling out hypocrisy, and for him, a Diddy pardon would have been the ultimate contradiction. Meanwhile, the implications of this legal drama go beyond just celebrity gossip. Trump's refusal to pardon Diddy is also being viewed as a direct shot at the Southern District of New York, a branch of the Justice Department he sees as rogue and overly aggressive. And yes, there's some Comey family drama at play here. The lead prosecutor on the case? Maureen Comey, daughter of Trump's longtime nemesis, former FBI Director James Comey. Trump's disdain for the FBI and its former leadership is well documented, and this case gave him yet another platform to attack the Justice Department, even if it meant entertaining the idea of helping Diddy. And in a bizarre twist, Trump's name also surfaced in another pardon conversation, involving Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted associate of Jeffrey Epstein. After reportedly providing key information to the Department of Justice, Maxwell has been moved from a federal prison in Florida to a low-security prison camp in Texas. Some observers believe these developments, Maxwell's transfer, Diddy's trial, and Trump's strategic comments, are part of a broader distraction play as pressure builds to release the unsealed Epstein files. Let's not forget, Trump's name has surfaced in connection with Epstein multiple times over the years, whether it be in photographs, flight logs, or social circles. And now, as public pressure builds for transparency, Trump appears to be tossing out as many headlines as possible to shift the spotlight. Maxwell, Combs, nothing to see here? Maybe, maybe not. So, what's next for Sean Combs? A sentencing hearing set for October 2nd, where prosecutors will push for multiple years behind bars. Whether the Trump pardon conversation stays dead or revives closer to election season remains to be seen. And for 50 Cent, well, he's already got the last laugh, at least for now. One thing is certain, when politics, power, and pop culture collide, the stakes are high and the headlines never stop. We'll keep watching. I'm Mary, and this is Corporate TV. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real talk from the boardroom to the courtroom. Good night.